Good morning. What up? Hi, Rodney. Yeah, I woke up today and I wrote. And I've been writing a lot. It's a good thing. I recommend it. Anybody who is going through shit, write like you're talking to yourself. Just write how you're feeling. Whatever. Just write. It's a good way to express. I don't know if I recommend doing this shit. But I definitely write. It really fucking helps. It's gotten me through, man, so much shit. 6 years. I've been writing for like fucking 6 years, man, just non-stop writing. So it's definitely a practice I practice. Today's gonna be a good day. Last night was a good night. There's a ping pong table where we went. I'm good at pool and darts and shit, but ping pong, man, it's not a good thing to be good at ping pong if you're good the way I am. That means I've been in treatment way too many fucking times. But I was whooping that ass last night. Fucking people were coming up playing. So yeah, that was cool. I had a good night last night. Lately, I've been just going to bed asking God to give me dreams. Trying to make sure that what I asked for. I woke up and had a really good perspective over my problem, over my challenge, and I wrote about it. Like I'll make this quick. I'm gonna stop doing 20 fucking minute videos. I have this problem where I feel like this need to save, and like I'm the one that needs fucking saving. And I think that I came to this realization that when I was a kid, my pops, when I was 18, my pops, he ended up moving. And so it was like my mom and my siblings, and like I kind of had to take care of them in a sense, take them to school, fucking do all that shit. And so like I became this person who took care of, and I never really worked on myself, I don't want to go into detail there. And so when I left, I ended up having a family and took care of them. And like all I did was provide. Never really had hobbies or any of that shit. And then the only thing that made me feel better was drugs and alcohol. So like I did that to make me feel good. And then when that ended, I was left with just drugs and alcohol. And I had this need to like try to help people, but like I'm not necessarily good help sometimes. I mean, yeah, I got a good heart, I mean well, but I try to take care of people when and it all comes down to a void that I'm trying to fill. And I realized, this morning when I was writing, that God will fill my void and I'll be good. It happened when I got clean, when I looked up and said, fucking help. And so he filled my void, and then I'm good. And then somebody will come along and I'll be like, good. And then I'll be like, hey, God, can you move over? And until I can actually leave God in that area, which is the only area that can fill that void. And I know it. Like, I know it's the only area that God is supposed to be in, is there. God will will provide me what I need, and I confuse what I need with what I want. And when I do that, everything that's bad about me comes out, and I push people away. And I've always tried to fill that with drugs, alcohol, people, the gym, recovery. I need my recovery. It's number one. And I'm so grateful I still have it. Because over the last year and a half, I've definitely touched the waters and not realized it. Not to the point of where I want to use or drink, but to the point of where I can't sleep. I'm obsessing. I am overdoing things. And, you know, I entered this shit as an addict. And I'd like to say I'm an addict who used to use drugs. But that's just a controlling way of saying that I'm better when I'm not. And every time I ask God to fill the void, He does. And then every time He does and I feel better, I replace it with a person, place, or thing. And once my life becomes unmanageable enough, I'm back to surrender. And then He comes in and He gives me something, you know, a hike, a song, something. And once I feel good enough, then I'm back off to the races. And I need to realize that. Otherwise, I'm not going to change. I'm gonna get better, and then I'm gonna get worse, and I'm gonna hurt people in the process, and hurt myself in the process. And you know, it's about understanding my value, but not overvaluing myself, and definitely not overpresenting myself to others as this fucking top choice value of somebody who barely is still getting by. And yeah, I'll put this shit on the internet. It's a proper way to call myself out. I've got this complex of where I want to help people, and I need help. I need saving too. So when somebody comes along and they just look at me the way I should look at myself, I want to put everything I can into them. And I end up hurting people in the process. And so I know it's about loving myself and giving myself some grace. But it's also about like really looking within myself to say, what is really going on here, man? And what can you do to get better? And I'm doing all these things. But like I need to keep going and keep realizing. And I think that like all of these experiences that I'm going through and that I'm having are helping. But it's like I gotta learn the fucking hard way, man. And the hard way is hard, if that's the way I need to learn. So hopefully that helps somebody. You know, that void will never be filled by anybody but your higher power. And until I realize how much I need my higher power, and then my higher power, when I really need my higher power will give me things that I want. And if I replace those things with I want to I need, my higher power will step aside and wait till I ask for his help again. And luckily, in the process of that, I haven't gotten loaded. And I'm able to have a perspective of this. So I can be kind to myself. because I really do want to help others, but I need to let my higher power work through me, and as that's happening, not take over and then try to be a higher power, because I'm not. I sure sometimes act that way, and that shit gets me in trouble all the time, but I'm not. I'm just somebody that is trying to raise their kids, do good at his job, be a good member of society, and be kind to others, and be helpful to others, and inspire others, and be a light for others, and at the same time help others. But like, as I wrote, I'm walking around the plane as it's going down, trying to put a mask on everybody without a mask, and every time a higher power puts that mask on me, I strip it off and I try to hand it over to people, and I end up fucking passing out and then getting mad because my mask isn't on my face anymore, or sad or upset or whatever the fuck. And I need to leave that mask on, and maybe when I help put a mask on somebody, walk the fuck away instead of linger for longer than I probably should. I mean, what I want is somebody to walk with me as we put on masks of other people, but I ain't there yet. And I don't even know what that requires. So for now, I need to really focus on understanding what that mask looks like, and you know, giving myself some grace. Yeah, that's it. Anybody watching this, have a good day. You can do it. You can do it.